So, in our education example, we might want to estimate the salary of someone with a 10th grade education. Now remember, that data was not in our table. Remember, our table had 0 for an 8th grade education and 4 if we were looking for a 12th grade education. And so if I want a 10th grade education, that would tell me t would be equal to 2. So using our equation, I would go to the y equals 2400t plus 15,200, the regression equation that the calculator gave me, and I would substitute in t equals 2. And if I substitute in t equals 2, that will give me $20,000. And so what I have learned is, according to the equation, someone with a 10th grade education would make approximately $20,000. Notice this is the number that we exactly computed earlier in the section. It did work out that that was the value, and that's largely due to the fact that the data was quite linear, and so I would expect my value to be similar to the one I estimated when I did the interpolation between the two data points. One last example. So let's estimate the salary of someone with 10 years education beyond 8th grade. So again, I would use my regression equation that I found on the calculator, and I would have y equals then 2400t plus 15,200, and I would substitute in t equals 10. And if I substitute in t equals 10, I would have y equals 2400 multiplied by 10 plus 15,200, and that would give me $39,200. Again, that was close to my estimate, but I made a ballpark guess. I didn't do any particular arithmetic in order to find that value earlier on in the section. And so what we notice is this value is different than our extrapolation. And just as kind of a side comment, this isn't 100% true, but it's often much harder to extrapolate accurately than it is to interpolate accurately. Now, the data with interpolation could do something kind of funky in between two data points, but often we find that we are a little bit more accurate when we interpolate rather than extrapolate, because we don't necessarily know what's happening outside of the data set. It could be dropping off, it could be rising very quickly. That can be hard to tell or hard to predict.